There is no impeachment going on against the governor in Rivers State. Not at this moment. It's not being contemplated. Nobody has made any move towards that. So these are the lies peddled by those who want to create more and more divisions within Rivers State and retard our development. Take note also that the Ijaws, they have their sons and daughters who support the governor. The Ijaws also have their sons and daughters who are members of the House of Assembly in Rivers State who do not agree with the governor. So in speaking about people who go against the governor, you must be mindful of some statements that you make that will lead to division. These same people are ethnic chauvinists. They are not political parties. You have children and sons and daughters of different ethnic groups in different political parties, platforms, and groups. And mind you, we have in Rivers State, the Rivers Ijaws, under the leadership of Senator George Sekebo, Barrister Erastus Awotu, and Roland Sekebo. They are sons and they are children of Ijaw ethnic extraction. And all they say is that they need peace. They want cohesion. We want to work together in our march to developing Rivers State. But these people who do not come from Rivers State, who want to stay wherever they come from to control what happens in Rivers State, is the cause of the problem. And let me tell you what the Minister of the FCT said, and that is my position as well. The Minister of the FCT did say that the Ijaws in Rivers State and all of us have been cooperating. We are friends. We have been living together. But the Ijaws who come from outside of Rivers State are the people who are trying to create the crisis. And what do? They tell our Ijaw brothers who are here that they are more populated than us. And therefore,
all right, I think you've spent a lot of time. I think you've spent a lot of time,
ethnic domination. Sorry, we're fighting ethnic domination. We work together.
I think we've given you a lot of time to take on that subject, and you've expressed your views. But, I mean, this goes to the heart of the issues in Rivers State. This conversation was convened on the premise that there is a situation in the state at the moment. A Supreme Court ruling, an order is yet to be fulfilled because of logistics issues. So I'd like you to, I think I'll come back to the studio to, or should I just, for the sake of fairness, let's go back to the Prof.
Let's go
to the
from
Prof.
Professor
And
Okaba.
please, in about 40-50 seconds, if you can, confirm to us that Ijaws, the place of Ijaws in Rivers State, are you citizens of that state? Is your intention for the state divisive or in the best interest of the state?
The Ijaws have played major role, not from top now, major role, right from the creation of Rivers State. We know, if you go back, the role of Ijaw people, Adakaboro and many other persons sacrificed their lives. The first military governor of Rivers State was an Ijaw person, and he provided massive development. I'm talking about JTSP. The first civilian governor of Rivers State was an Ijaw man, Medford Okino, who gave all-round development to the Ijaw nation, so to Rivers State. The other person, Ada George, they did all the same. And these people received support from Ijaws all over. And in fact, Ijaws even installed Wike. Wike was unpicked by an Ijaw man who made him minister, and then also, against the will of so many persons, right, made him governor of the state. So is it at this time that this man want to question the involvement of Ijaw all over in the development of this state? In fact, right from the beginning, that has been the position.
And let so you cannot every time, and nobody should be associating anything evil to Ijaw. Ijaw people are not evil people. Ijaw people are not evil people. You cannot every time when something happens, the only thing you hear, you blow pipeline. No. engage people intellectually, engage people diplomatically, and you will get whatever you want to get. But the world we are in today, we are past the stage of threat to anybody. I told you, the members of assembly will not lose their seats. How was their seat? I told you that shenanigan, they said they were doing local government election to not stand. Is it there today? I don't need to be a governor. I don't need to. I know what's illegal is illegal. In any fight, we fight it constitutionally and by following due process. The rule of law is key.
They said we will not come. If we are coming, will you come, Wike?
Oh, they will not come.
You will not come. Just this man, Alhaji Fubara Asari is not coming. People are not coming. So you come. You are making mouth. You are shooting tear gas at unarmed women. You are shooting guns at unarmed women. All you wanted to lure me. Boma in her capacity as a woman, without the police, why didn't you confront her? Was it the job of police to shoot tear gas? Where in civilized society was that done? Because of you are somebody who accused you, the heart of the abundance of the heart, their problem to him and leave it there. He's going to I have restrained myself. Who is the lazy wicked? Who is he? What has he done before other than stealing government money? Where has he worked? What is his pedigree? Who is his father? Who are his fathers from generation to generation? Who knows them? He's talking of Bengal. If everybody has benefited from this corrupt Nigerian system, that is your my sister, I'm going to come. They know if you come, they will die. That is not too late. You will die. If you come, you die. None of us will be stand.
During the visit of elders of the pandemic. I recall very vividly, if Nigerian population has not forgotten, that I did grant an interview to AIT sometime November 2023, when Mr. President was to intervene in the crisis of Rivers State. And I did mention to them that I am not expecting anything positive. And today I still hold that view. I said so then, and I still maintain it now, because Mr. President and the President Minister of the Federal Capital Territory shares a lot of commonalities, both in attitudes, in character, and in operation. They are both politically very rascally. They have an insatiability in terms of accumulation of wealth, and also have an unlimited ambition of manipulating and indeed controlling humans. But one thing they also share that is interesting, that both of them fears a lot. They all fear. They fear a lot. When once they are so confronted. Else, how will Mr. President say that SIM disobeyed the 8-point agenda, if not for these commonalities I have mentioned? I did mention it. I did reveal to Nigerians after the visit that I was there that Mr. President said everything that SIM need to do as governor. And when Adoge Mesmaka asked the question, his reply tells us that
today the world will see that I'm Comrade Alan Gabriel, Speaker of Joint Council, IYC Parliament. You can see that we have shown our bravery. Ijaw people are now cowards. We told them we are having an emergency Congress, and we came for the Congress. They mobilized over 500 security personnel shooting directly at us. We are not deterred. This is just the beginning. Ian Wike cannot, he is too small to intimidate Ijaw people. Ijaw people are never minority. Ijaw people are the majority in Rivers State, and majority, we have paid the ultimate price with our blood, making sure that we have all the intervention agencies that we have today in the Niger Delta. It is the price paid by Ijaw people. What they have done today, they shot at us, live ammunition, our women are injured, physically in the hospital, but we are telling the world, we don't know what will happen next. They have just done what they can do, but we have told the world, we are Ijaw people. And what we said, that Asamoah will die, Asamoah is a spirit that can never die. We will not allow them to repeat this nonsense again. We are more formidable in the nearest future. In the next couple of days, the world will see the movement of the Ijaw people to show that we are Ijaw people.
So the whole thing as it stands now is Tinubu should play careful. And what Wike did in Obibo, killing Igbos there, the matter is still there.
Is that the reason the Igbos are going with Fubara?
No. I'm telling you, the main reason is just that this is pure injustice. As simple as that.
And the Igbos are for justice, equity.
From the beginning. That's the problem we have with the British government. The woman believes in justice,
equity,
fair play. That is just it. Up to today. Okay, those who are claiming they are masters of Nigeria, Yorubas and Hausas who have been ruling this country now, common one sector of the economy they are not able to fix. But just let them fix one sector.
Because they have the government.
Yoruba and Hausa, let them fix. Maybe they say that them the conquer Biafra. Let them fix one sector. But what are we seeing? The individual might of the Republican nature of Igbos. Not only in Nigeria, go to African countries. And people are saying, if these people can be able to pick nylon and turn it to gold, let you try it now. Pick nylon and turn it to gold. Pick them and turn it to gold. Do you know how many years it will take for you to experiment how a nylon can be turned to a gold? That is what we are saying. Biafra, we are no longer interested in anything called Nigeria. That's the truth. What we are seeking is the solidarity of the international community, the world powers. We saw what Putin is trying to do this time around. He has invited Biafra government in Israel, and they are holding a meeting over Biafra joining BRICS. And they, of course, security, and military support for Biafra against Nigeria. Made it clear.
But what do you think would have endeared Biafra into the heart of Putin?
A lot of things, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has worked out a lot of things for Biafra, has placed Biafra agitation on the global level, has restored, our consciousness globally. People are beginning to study what actually happened. And of course, the publication made by IDP also went viral. It has gotten to so many archives around the world. And people are asking, is that actually what transpired? This is a clear injustice on the people. And before that, Igbos have been making waves all over the world. Igbos were outstanding during the COVID-19, and that is when Putin noticed them. Putin, for the first time, noticed the Igbo ingenuity during COVID-19.
Okay, you mean the resilience in Igbos?
Yes!
Is the one that...
Yes. You understand? They not only that, Igbos are global players. That's another factor. Wherever you go, you see them. Anything that you talk, music, whatever you do, you see them. For international politics, they have conferences. They are there.
Okay, no wonder, because the other time, Russian foreign affairs minister was very clear when he was acknowledging UN and countries of the world that they should respect self-determination. At the time, people had judged that this is purely support for Biafra.
No, that is not clearly. That's the fact. But look at what the J.D. Vance, the vice president to Trump, was saying a few days ago about Biafran Christians in Nigeria. He mentioned it clearly. Go and listen to that video. Listen clearly. It is not a joke. Biafrans are not joking. Biafrans are serious about Biafra. Igbos are serious about Biafra.
But emphatically, what did Vance Trump said about
Vance was making reference to the decision that is about to coming from his understanding of what Trump policy on foreign policy are going to look like, especially in Africa, and the killings of Christians, in Nigeria. That Trump will not stand by and watch Christians being killed.
But when we talk about Christians in Nigeria, we have Igbos, Biafrans who are Christians, we have people in the middle belt, even in the north, because across a different strata of the society. It's not limited to Biafrans.
The Biafra is the main population of Christendom in Nigeria.
I think that is a statement of fact.
Yes, you cannot, when you talk about Christianity in Nigeria, you're talking about Biafrans. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the Biafrans represent that Christendom So anything that happens to Christianity is indirectly happening to Christians or Biafrans. Anything that happened in Jerusalem is being seen to be happening to Christians. Do you understand this?
Yes, I understand. But everything seems to be falling in pleasant places for Biafra.
No,
because at the instance of a resumption of office of Donald Trump, we have seen clearly how the foreign affairs minister of, I'm talking about the Air Force commander of Africa and Europe from America, made it very clear that they will be targeting terrorists in Africa. Remember that Fulani military is a big problem for Biafra sovereignty. And of course, these have got Biafran celebrating.
No, of course, the U.S. bombs have started landing in Africa too, and
in Somalia,
it started landing. And what is going to happen to Africa, especially Nigeria, is going to be well, carefully put in a strategic form because of the allied forces that are within that as is contesting the same thing. Because Russia now is interested in Biafra, not Nigeria. The America is interested in, even though Macron is trying to spoil, some of the things he was delegated to do by Tinubu. And of course, he failed to achieve that. It was a very big disappointment on the side of Tinubu. You can see the Sahel nation, the Burkina Faso and all that, breaking away, So it's a clear thing. And from that point of view, what the world is seeing, what the United Nations, France, Israel, Russia, who are already Biafran allies, are seeing is that the possibility of this nation. All these Christians you are seeing, both blacks all over in Africa, are going to start coming back. If you're a Christian in any part of the world, within Nigeria, that you want to join Biafra, you are free to join. As long as you are not a threat, there will be land allocations for you. And they are looking at it whereby, we have a major access to our Mediterranean Sea and other things that are going to be involved. There's negotiation with China, Japan, and others of them as a result of our maritime strength, in that regard. So they are also looking at the issue of Amazonia, So Biafra can be more bigger than what we are thinking. By the time they're able to harness all these things together as to make it a formidable force, an ally of Israel, an ally of America, an ally of Russia, representing the African continent as a superpower.
Okay, now let us look at, you know that Trump already sanctioned ICC because of Benjamin Netanyahu, talking about the Prime Minister of Israel. And people are saying that this is a blessing in disguise for Biafra, considering the closeness and ally that Israel is to Biafra.
Yes, I'm not trying to hype Benjamin Netanyahu, but I must praise him. He's an outstanding ex-IDF, you know, a strong man, a Mossad, a hardcore, somebody who believes in whatever, you know. You see, the Israelis, or the Israeli government, or the Israeli people, or the Jewish people should be proud to have someone like Benjamin Netanyahu
as their
prime minister at this trying time. You know, God always...
Call it trying time?
Yes, for Israel. You know, considering...
Is it because of the invasion of Hamas?
October 7, we are over 3,000 Israelis were murdered in one day. More than how many communities were invaded simultaneously in one day. You know, and looking at it, that they're just Egypt, Africa, you know, and you can see Israel is occupying a strategic position at the Suez Canal. And the Suez Canal is only the maritime door that Biafra is going to use to achieve their maritime strength at the end of the day. So we need Israel. And Israel knows that, you know, we are Jews like them.
Could that be the reason the other time they attempted to kill the man, Nnamdi Kanu, through Operation Python? The next thing he made appearance is Israel.
Yes, now, because he aligned with the world Judaist leaders, you know. He's a Judaist, and that's where he met Vladimir Putin, you know, as a Judaist. You know,
you mean Nnamdi Kanu have met with Putin?
Yes, now you know what I call Judaism. You know, Putin is a Judaist. You know, all the GOP members are. What is it called? Donald Trump. You know, the former German president. You know, most of them as at that time, some world leaders as at that time. You know, that we are members. They are still members up to this point in time. Joseph Smith. You know, some of them, a lot of them there, they were all members of the Judaist, you know, fraternity. You know, and it's not a crime. Because they represent Judaism as one of the oldest religions in the world. You know, so that's why they confide. For you to be a member of that place is not an easy thing. You know, so they know Nnamdi Kanu and they understand Nnamdi Kanu. And secondly, the Israeli Likud party recognizes Biafra. You see the game now under Benjamin Netanyahu. So, and the fact that, you know, Biafra should be given asylum, Biafra should be given attention. Biafra should be welcome in Israel at any point in time, having aligned themselves with the ideology of Israel. That's why you see in every IPOB rally, you see American flag, you see Israeli flag.
Before I let you go, because there's a trending video where some Israelis were seen talking about the tie between the Jew and Biafra. They said the same way Israeli government helped Biafra during the war, that they have not abandoned Biafra, and they will continue to do whatever they can to advance the cause of Biafra.
When they finish marketing most of their policies, American policies, to the world, including the liberation of Biafra, don't be surprised that one day Donald Trump will wake up one day and just announce Biafra as a sovereign nation with all the territorial powers restored. I'm telling you because Israel is already there, backing, supporting. They have been there. I can tell you I have a very close one, somebody I'm monitoring online always, who is a former aide to Benjamin Netanyahu. And every now and then, he keep on talking about Biafra. At the global level, anytime he have opportunity to have a conference on the issue of Middle East and all that, Biafra is always being mentioned. So currently now, Biafra is enjoying global attention as a result of, you know, the resilient spirit of IPOB members all over the world who are trying to get the attention of the world leaders and nations, Committee of Nations, to buy into Biafra solidarity. And that is why you are seeing...
Because the IPOB that have marketed Biafra
to Biafra to the world at the global level.
Who?
No, you mean IPOB is one that markets Biafra at the global level.
Biafra, but he has not gotten to the consciousness of the global world.
Because
like
you could clearly hear Israeli in that video, 2 of them, proclaiming that.
And not just ordinary, these are members of the Likud party, not just ordinary outsiders. You know, just like what is happening in Finland, where the members of that political party talk about Biafra. So it is like that. In America, you see the lobbyists, you see the speaker of the House of